Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Just Seen podcast, specifically Frail Conversations. And today, as you've seen from the title, we can talk about Pookies and Ray Rays. And I'm not necessarily going to be talking about Pookies and Ray Rays the way everybody else talking about Pookies and Ray Rays. I'm going to be defending the Pookies and the Ray Rays. And I'm going to tell you motherfucking why. This lace, like, for years, years. I've heard jokes. I heard all little Ray Ray in them, little Pookie in them, little Man in them. I've heard all of these motherfucking jokes for years, and I just took them on the chin. But the recent podcast cake kind of got disrespectful with it. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm offended. I usually don't clap back at shit. I usually don't, respond in a negative way. But I feel it's necessary because people don't understand the totality of the Pookies and the Ray Rays. People don't understand the full dynamic of what it means to be that. My name, my government is Racine. I ain't gonna give y'all the rest because y'all gonna, you feel me? Y'all already know if you got my books and shit. I'm saying it like it's secretive. But my name is Racine. When I grew up, I go by Scene now because that's the evolution. You feel what I'm saying? But my quote unquote lower self, inner child, like all of that, that was Ray Ray. So when I hear the podcast motherfuckers on some shit like, yeah, the Pookies and the Ray Rays done did that's in the third, and these niggas get out of jail and they, they were bad and they were all of this and they like, it's like nobody, the Pookies and the Ray Rays can't even defend them motherfucking selves, for one. And for two, the Pookies and the Ray Rays really don't want to defend themselves. This is one of the reasons why I ain't said shit about none of the shit that's been going on. Because I really don't give a fuck. Well, I really didn't give a fuck until now. But you know what I'm saying? It's just the way it keeps circulating. Pookies and the Ray Rays. Pookies like, why are we the blame of everything? Because y'all was soft? Because y'all couldn't keep up? Because y'all wasn't in the game? Then I started to think like the perception of what people have about the Pookies and the Ray Rays is, for one, based off of the elders who were speaking to the babies. Oh, that kid bad. That kid this, that, and the third. We was active. The thing about the Pookies and the Ray Rays that nobody wants to admit, we were the real ones. When I don't mean real niggas, we was the real men. We were the boys who would have evolved into the real men. We were the critical thinkers. We were the analytical thinkers. And they get upset because we were the ones that got the girls. Because we got the girls. We took the girls. We were the ones who knew how to talk because we had that je ne sais quoi. We had that masculinity already in us, that analysis and deconstruction. But we knew on an innate level that the education system that we was in was fucking us up. We knew that. This is why we couldn't be a part of it, because we felt the emasculation happening. You motherfuckers that complain about the Pookies and the Ray Rays always winning and shit, y'all are the emasculated men. Yeah, we don't want to address that shit, but it's so frail conversation. So you feel me? It's time to clap back. Y'all are the emasculated men. Y'all are the bitch motherfuckers who sat on the sidelines, who wanted to be the Pookies and the Ray Rays. You feel me? The imagery that is Pookie and the Ray Ray is the rapper, is the trap rapper that you listen to on a regular basis, that you, oh, I don't sell drugs, but I drive to work like I do. Nigga, stop playing a role you don't want to play. The content you consume, the music you consume, if you're not listening to R&B and you listening to the rap genre, the hip hop genre, those were the Pookies and the Ray Rays, just renamed differently. Pac, Tupac, Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z, these motherfuckers, Futures, all of these motherfuckers that y'all so busy wanting to emulate were the Pookies and the Ray Rays, just renamed differently. You feel what I'm saying? So you want to be them, but you don't want to be them. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all niggas out here talking about the Russell Wilsons and shit, and it's these same niggas that address the Pookies and Ray Rays be the same motherfuckers talking about Russell Wilson's a simp. You can't have it both ways, nigga. You can't condemn the Pookie and the Ray Ray and condemn the simp. What is that saying about you? But this goes into what I always be saying. There's three types of men. The heterosexual man, the homosexual man who doesn't like vagina, and the homosexual man who does. These niggas on the podcast, these are the homosexual men who do like vagina. Nobody wants to address that shit. Those are the niggas that are beefing with the Pookies and the Ray Rays because those are the niggas that are beefing with the heterosexual men. Nobody wants to address that shit because it starts to peel back. Like, there's no way. Like, Heterosexual men, we're not the ones that are arguing with the women. We're not the ones saying y'all ain't shit for making fucked up choices. We're not the ones mad at y'all for not giving us no pussy. We're not the ones asking y'all about no fucking body count. We're not the ones asking y'all about none of that bullshit. It's these niggas that are against Pookies and the Ray Rays. But before we dive heavy into that, be sure to check me out. Be sure to follow me on Instagram _just_underscore scene underscore. Be sure to check out my website at IamJustScene.com to get all things that are just seen. To all those who would like to tip, donate, and sponsor the podcast, you can do so by clicking the link in the description of the podcast. To all those who would like, wait, what did I say? Why am I repeating myself? All right. To all those who would like to tip, donate, and sponsor the podcast, you do so by clicking the link in the description of the podcast. Not the episode, but the podcast itself. And as always, Cash App and PayPal are just fine. And you know the vibes. That's that for this, and that's this for that. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to dive into So Frail conversations, Pookies and Ray Rays. And don't forget to visit IamJustScene.com. There, you can get all things Just Seen. You want to add the So Frail series to your library? Visit IamJustScene.com. You want to learn how to master the markets for serious trading and investing? Visit IamJustScene.com. You want to get your hands on some exclusive merch like tees, hoodies, coffee mugs, hats, bags? Visit IamJustScene.com. Are you thinking about transitioning into the plant-based lifestyle? Visit IamJustScene.com. You ever want to just chat with Scene about anything from simple advice to mentorship? Visit IamJustScene.com. Anything and everything that is me, you can find at IamJustScene.com. So take a quick peek into my world to see why being just seen is nothing less but always more. Because you never really know what you need until you see it, and you will never see it unless you visit IamJustScene.com. Welcome back. Ow. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive heavy into this motherfucker. So before, I know I said I was bothered and I was triggered and I was hurt and everything. My feelings is hurt, but you feel me? It ain't that serious. This is still gonna be a download because I'm still gonna show you. I'm just gonna show you the dynamics of what it is that we're dealing with, right? A lot of these I know. When I left on a crazy note, like heterosexual men, homosexual men who don't like vagina, homosexual men who do, like a lot of motherfuckers are believing that homosexual men who like vagina are heterosexual men. Nah, nigga, y'all niggas is still the conversations about the men being sassy, the conversations of all of these dudes that are doing like the ones who are having the babies and leaving them and shit. Like that's the homosexual man who likes vagina. He don't like the woman. And a lot of times it's like, they took the father out of the home for this reason. Nah, it's deeper than taking the father out of the home. They took heterosexuality out of the community. You feel me? And largely, a lot of the men who were in that space as kids, they were Pookies and Ray Rays. Why are we still calling grown-ass men Pookies and Ray Rays? I don't know. Pookies and Ray Rays don't even go by Pookie and Ray Ray no more once they get older. You feel what I'm saying? Unless it's around family. And this is a perfect example. This is why I'm using myself and I'm segueing into this because I don't go like you have to have known me as Ray Ray to call me Ray Ray. You feel what I'm saying? My own family don't even call me Ray Ray no more. They dropped one of the Rays because I'm old. I'm older. They like, yo, Ray. They call me Ray now. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know me as Sane because that's a different evolutionary piece of who I am. But this whole reality is sad to me. It's disappointing to me because it's like there's a perpetual cycle of these. It's a level of jealousy. Now, when y'all hear me talk about misogyny, if you read So Frail 1, you know exactly what I'm talking about. In So Frail 1, I talk about misogyny, and I'm like, before misogyny was ever the hatred of women, it was a competition between men. The most misogynistic men are losers. And I don't mean losers in the sense they fell in at life or no shit like that. They lose in a competition to get the greatest trophy, which is the woman. And they become misogynist early on because the girls don't like them. They don't know how to deal with rejection. That's why they end up beating women who tell them no. Like we're in such a volatile time now that if a woman rejects a man, women are getting killed for rejecting men now. And a lot of people are like, yo, that's toxic masculinity. No. That is a homosexual man who likes vagina. And he feels entitled to it. Heterosexual men aren't doing this shit. But again, we tying it back to Pookies and the Ray Rays. We were the heterosexual men. You feel me? Yeah, we can talk the bullshit about, oh, these motherfuckers was the hood niggas, these everything that these niggas wanted to be. Why did the girls like? Why did the girls love us? Why did the girls love us? I'm seeing it play out right now with the generations of my family. All of the girls in my family, they like hood niggas, and everybody like, you need to leave that man alone. You need to leave that type of boy alone. Why don't they want to embody into these Christians? Why don't they want to embody into these Muslim men? Why don't they want to embody into these men that are in the church and the mosque? Why do they want to embody street niggas? Because there's something the street nigga has that these house niggas don't. You feel me? Street nigga, field nigga, same shit. But there's something that these street niggas have that these house niggas don't. These house niggas are emasculated. You feel me? And when I'm saying house niggas, now we changing the plantation just a little bit different. You had the motherfuckers in the streets and the motherfuckers in academia. I was a motherfucker who happened to walk the line and be able to do both and maneuver all of it, but I started off as a street nigga. You feel me? I want a man who's going to be able to fight, who can protect me, who can do this. Like, now, think about street niggas never gave a fuck. Like, they call it, they got so many rhetorics now for the simp, the trick, and all of this shit. And these are all men that were never in the game. It's not fair. It's not fair to them. I'm not gonna knock it. It's not fair to them because they're losers. So now you want to demonize and vilify the motherfucker who was winning the game early on, and now you mad because you can't even play the game on easy? That's not right. We gone through the rejection. We put in the work. We know how to talk to women. We know how to have the charisma. We good at it. Y'all are the ones that suck. So now because of that, yeah, you feel me? I'll eat the accountability on that shit. I don't have any kids running around here. Let me say that. I don't have any children running around illegitimately that I don't know about. I don't have any kids running around here that I do know about. You feel me? But the expression that I want to say is that I'll take the accountability on that for the Pookies and the Ray Rays of motherfuckers was having kids, leaving them alone, and all of this other shit. But we didn't take the woman's good years. You feel me? She gave them to us. And you niggas are mad at that. You niggas mad that, oh, I gotta get the damaged goods. So y'all say, and it's not that a woman is damaged goods. Now she's experiencing, you can't run game on her. That's a lot of the shit that they don't want to talk about. They don't want to address the fact that I'm now in a space where I'm dealing with women who have gone through the Pookies and the Ray Rays, who have gone through these motherfuckers who ran game on them, and I can't run game no more. I can't spit game. I gotta skip ahead and be on the level that they are. And I can't because I never had the experience. So now I get on my podcast and I shame women and I bash women and I do all of this in the expression of the shit that I want to say to the Pookies and the Ray Rays, but I can't. I'll talk about them, but I won't talk to them. Sit with that. We can look at every podcast landscape. Look at all these motherfuckers who keep mentioning Pookies and Ray Rays. Look at all of the commentary on Pookies and Ray Rays. They keep talking about them and not to them. Now I get it, because the Pookies and Ray Rays in jail. The people, no, all of us ain't. All of us ain't. Some of us dodged it. Some of us stayed out the way. But we all still here. You feel what I'm saying? And this is where the battle comes in, because it was the niggas like y'all that made it easy for the motherfucking Pookies and the Ray Rays. Because that's where the barometer was. So in essence, if you want to blame anybody, you got to blame yourself. We was able to fuck them over because of the bullshit y'all allowed. How dare? Yep. Now we gonna talk. Now Pookie and Ray Rays gets to defend themselves. We was able to be what we were because of what the fuck y'all were. We didn't even have to try because y'all tried so hard. Y'all were corny. Tell the truth. Y'all motherfuckers was corny. And because y'all was so motherfucking corny, it made it easy for us. Trust me, I was in high school fucking girls who had boyfriends, right? Because I was fucking girls who had boyfriends before their boyfriends could fuck. Ray Ray shit. But everybody wants to look at, oh, these motherfuckers. No, let me tell you what it is. Like I said, we had the je ne sais quoi. We knew how to talk to women. We knew how to get the girls. We really liked them. We really liked them. Now, in that capacity, when they were fluctuating in between dealing with the motherfuckers who just like vagina, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to the men who actually like them, that's when the battle came in. Because this is who the conversation is between. Homosexual women who don't like vagina, they're not even in the question. Lead them in a community. This is specifically for heterosexual men and homosexual men who like vagina. Cause y'all niggas won't come out the closet and admit, okay, I don't like women. I just like vagina. And it's okay if that's how you get down. It's okay that's how you get down. Cause y'all are the same motherfuckers who gotta throw out pause all the time. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all gotta say pause with everything. Let me explain how pause really works. Like you have to have gay thoughts to catch a pause. That was a dramatic pause, but you have to have gay thoughts in running through your head to catch a pause. And the way y'all catch pauses that fast, it's unreal, homie. It's unreal. It can be some simple shit, and y'all be like, "Hey, yo, pause," and it's like, "Yo, that wasn't even a pause worthy moment," but it's so wired in you that you caught some gay shit that fast. How did it like? Y'all always hear me talk about thought being the fastest. It's faster than the speed of light. Do you see how? Do you see how fast that is? You know how you can process something, what is going through your head to where you can hear what another man said that fast, and you feel me? I was talking one time to a homie, and I was talking about oil pulling. He was like, "What, you spit it in the sink?" I was like, "Nah, swallow it." Because when I'm oil pulling, there's no point in spitting it out, because what it's doing is I've learned, and this is what I've observed, that once you do your oil pulling and shit, all of the bacteria, let it die in your I'm gonna tell you the cheat code. Let the bacteria that remains in your mouth when you do the oil pulling and everything, when you swallow it, it goes into your stomach and it helps build your immunity. It's already in your mouth. You didn't get sick while it was sitting in your mouth, and it's circulating through your body anyway. Swallow it. For Ayo, pause. For what? Swallowing oil. Like that's what you do when you put stuff in your mouth and you eat. You swallow it. You feel me? Like that's the purpose of it. Hey yo, it's getting like, dude, what are you thinking about? I'm still thinking about coconut oil and pulling oil off my teeth. That's what I'm thinking about. What are you thinking about? I'm just saying, bro, you said swallow, but you started the conversation off. Do I swallow it or spit it out? So did you already have that in your head? And then you waited for me to respond to make it uncomfortable. So was it already uncomfortable within you? So when we talk about, oh, these men are homophobic, no, these men are homosexuals and they like vagina. That's it. And they're conflicted. And it makes sense. I'm not shitting on it, but when you're raised just by your mama, the fuck? Motherfuckers be thinking niggas got mother wounds. That's not a mother wound. They are their mothers. They just like vagina. Shit's conflicted like a motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? Some of us have reached the point where we understand what this reality has done to us. You feel what I'm saying? Now, because of the collective, there's a plethora of motherfuckers. You end up embodying a nigga who you end up emulating a motherfucker who was a homosexual who liked vagina. Don't even realize it. Fuck these bitches. I don't like these bitches. Fuck bitches, get money and all of this shit. Like how many times have you programmed your own mind to become homosexual and don't even know it? Niggas be thinking homosexuality is just I gotta be gay. I gotta like men. No, nigga, you can be a full homosexual and still like vagina. Because of the homosexual rhetoric that you program in your mind with. You feel what I'm saying? Pookies and the Ray Rays weren't on that type time. You feel me? Because we can in one breath say we hate the Pookies and the Ray Rays, but then admire and be enamored by Ghost. Ghost was a Ray Ray. Ghost was a Pookie, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Ghost that nigga, bro. Ghost, cause he just didn't go to jail. See, y'all limit the Pookies and the Ray Rays to the ones who got caught. Y'all limit the Pookies and the Ray Rays to the ones who weren't good at the shit. You feel me? Because that's your reality. But you don't look at the ones who made it through. You don't look at the ones who dodged the bullets. You don't look at the ones who navigated straight. That's a whole different reality, but those are still Pookies and Ray Rays. What changes? Why do you want to be them, but you want to shit on the other ones? Because in the real reality of all y'all losers, you feel me? They're losers. Those Pookies and Ray Rays are the losers in the context in which you got caught, bro. Like, stay in the house. You ain't supposed to be doing street shit. You feel me? But the Pookies and the Ray Rays who navigated, motherfuckers looking at Franklin Saint. Yo, Franklin did this, and yeah, nigga, he was a Ray Ray. He was a Pookie. You see what I'm saying? The common thing, if you look at, I'm gonna put it in perspective like this. Look at Ghost, look at Franklin. Let's see who else. Councilman Tate. And I'm using shows because I'm using the popular shows that we know. Look at Big Meech, BMF. His brother, I forgot his brother name, but look at Meech and I think it's T. You feel me? We watch these shows, enamored by these motherfuckers. Like, yo, those are some real niggas. Those are Pookies and Ray Rays. Those are the Pookies and the Ray Rays who did it right. Those are the Pookies and the Ray Rays that you niggas want to embody. Those are the Pookies and the Ray Rays that they make songs about. You dig what I'm saying? You motherfuckers look at Yo Gotti, you motherfucking Black Youngster. You look at these people that you listen to, Future, these people that you bump on a regular basis, T.I. You feel what I'm saying? Jeezy. These were Pookies and Ray Rays. All packaged with a different name. Same nigga. Same nigga. But these are the niggas that you want to be, but these are the niggas that you complain about at the same time. It can't happen that way. But because you can put the Pookie and the Ray Ray on and you talk about the niggas that went to jail and failed, you look at the niggas that lost. Why are you even in? Think about that. The women that you're chasing, the women that you actually want, the women that you bitching about didn't give you a chance was the women that fuck with the niggas that couldn't make it. The bottom echelon motherfuckers. So how does that transmute within your head correctly? The niggas you complaining about that these women are getting fucked over by are the women that are the men that were at the bottom of the totem pole in regards to what we're talking about. You niggas that are on this shit talking about these Pookies and Ray Rays talking about the bottom of the totem pole, my nigga. You're not even talking about the upper echelonian Pookies and Ray Rays. You feel me? Because those, tying it back to power, those are the motherfuckers that can pull the Angie Valdez. And when I say Angie, I don't just mean from the Puerto Rican chick. I mean the U.S. Like, imagine a street nigga pull. Like, you know how it's like they be wondering, like, you know, because they constantly talk about Pookies and Ray Rays, they be like, they limit it to, they allow themselves to create whatever narrative they want based off of that name alone. So I've seen conversations and seen posts where motherfuckers be like, yo, she got a whole degree and she let a nigga who read with his finger play with her. Mm-mm. You're trying to base it off of Pookies and Ray Rays because they from the ghetto, from the hood, from the trap, or whatever the case, that they all stupid. No, that's your ignorance right there. You think all of the hood niggas was stupid. Why? Because that's a part of the programming and the indoctrination of the successful of the success that you make it through the education system. You can't leave the education system and not become a white supremacist and don't even know it. This goes back to that Rome episode because now you're pledging allegiance to the flag of the United States. Now you're being indoctrinated to the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire is against the African Empire. I'm going to mention the episode because I had it download the other day that was like, yo, no wonder they called the colonized part that they won Latin America, but the part they couldn't beat was African America. But in that, Africoid, that's a whole different conversation. I don't want to get too heavy on that. I want to stick to this because this is very juicy and important. So these niggas is making an assumption that, oh, the Pookies and the Ray Rays, they're the criminals, they're the this, that, and the third, they're the problems. There's not, but yeah, you still want to be the Pookies and the Ray Rays. We love LeBron's story. LeBron is a Pookie and a Ray Ray, raised of a single mother, raised in the hood. Oh, well, he went to St. Mary's. I don't give a fuck where he went to. He was raised in poverty, nigga. That's the impetus that creates a Pookie and a Ray Ray. It doesn't matter whether you live in the projects, live in a trailer park, live in the suburbs. If you're raised in poverty, that is the prerequisite. Some of us figure out how to get out of poverty. Some of us are comfortable with it. You feel what I'm saying? So when y'all niggas is mad and saying, "Oh yeah, she got a whole degree and got played over by," now that shows the testament. How come you, with your degree, with your full movement through academia, can't pull the woman that a nigga who you say can't, who reads with his finger, can pull? That's a whole different level of I don't even know what you are. You at the if Pookies and the Ray Rays that y'all bitching about are the ones at the bottom of the total pole, and they still getting the women, and the women that they get. Let me tell you, I heard this line by a rapper named Tito Lopez, right? Black dude. I don't know why his last name was Lopez, but Tito Lopez. This man said, "That chick you cuffing, give me brain for nothing." That's the higher Ray Ray shit. The higher up Pookies and Ray Rays. That's who, like, motherfuckers like me. You feel what I'm saying? I remember when I was in high school, this one girl told me, she said, "You know what? You a gangster nerd. I've never seen it before, but you a gangster nerd." She was like, "You hang with all the hood niggas. You navigate with all the hood niggas, the drug dealers, the trappers and shit. But you smart." Plot twist, we all are. I just wasn't afraid to use it. Y'all really believe that I hung around dumb niggas? Like, that's the misconception right there. See, because we look at the hood, we look at the circumstances that we in. We sold drugs and we did all of the shit. I ain't gonna say we, because I didn't. They sold drugs and shit. You feel what I'm saying? They sold drugs as a means to get out. I went to work. I had a job. We all made our choices, but none of us were stupid. None of us were stupid. Now, was I the most educated one? Hell yeah. I was the one who went to school every day. I was the one who studied and read my books and shit like that. I was the most book educated one too, but I was equally as street smart, and we was equally as experiential as each other. You feel me? Like my homies didn't corrupt me. Like I had one of my homies tell me one day, he was like, "Yeah, man, my uncle said he don't want me hanging around you." You know, he said he don't want me hanging around one of our other homies, but I can hang around. I said, "You know, we all gonna go do the same shit." He said, "That's what I try to tell him." He said, "But Ray's smart enough not to get caught. Ray is the one who's not gonna like." They were like, "Yo, Ray." They were like, he said, and that's the thing. That's what his uncle told me. He said, "That's the thing. We don't know Ray dirt. Y'all hang together. I know all y'all dirt, but I don't know what the fuck Ray do." He like, "Nigga, he do what we do." He said, "That's the point. How do I know what he said, "I know what you do because you live with me. I know what your homeboys do because it's all in I don't know what Ray do at all. And I can't figure it the fuck out." He said, "Nigga, I'm telling you, he do what we do." I'm like, "Hey, nigga, that's how you supposed to move. Lasagna." You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not glorifying the lifestyle in any way, shape, or form, because the real niggas, I didn't want to be them. Because the real niggas have to get like them motherfuckers, they're warriors, bro. Nobody wants to look at that part of the real nigga. He's a fucking warrior trying to survive in a world that's trying to crush him. So yeah, they end up selling drugs, toting pistols, and doing all the shit. And it sets them up, because in the means in which they have to protect and provide for themselves, it can only be done criminally. Yeah, you can be, oh nah, you can go get your education, then you tame the lion. But the women still love the lion, nigga. And y'all love to talk it. Y'all love to, like I said, throw out the names, the Pookies and the Ray Rays. Y'all use that shit as the bottom basis. There's a Pookie and a Ray Ray right now that you're trying to emulate. There's a Pookie and a Ray Ray right now that you're trying to be. There's a Pookie and a Ray Ray right now that you're gonna sit and watch. Like at the time of this recording, because I record these So Frail conversations on Fridays. When I finish this, I'm gonna go watch Raising Canaan. I'm gonna go watch the Raising Canaan. Uncle Lou, Uncle Marvin, they're Pookies and Ray Rays, bro. They're fucking Pookies and Ray Rays. The fuck? You feel me? But yet, we'll watch the whole episode. We'll watch all of that shit and not see, because they're the ones who transcended the basic shit that the motherfuckers that get caught. We emulate, like art imitates reality, and this is the art that we feed. But yet we get on a podcast and say Pookies and the Ray Rays got Shorty knocked up. Pookies and the Ray Rays got this, that, and the third, and she just like, you feel me? You're shitting on the men who were at the bottom of the barrel, at the lowest point of the totem pole, but still higher than you, because you can't even pull the women they pulled. We were taking their girls. Like the Pookies and the Ray Rays y'all talking about, we were taking their women and you wanted their women. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? That's the side of it. If my sisters are listening shit, y'all shouldn't, because it's his So Frail conversations. But the women that the Pookies and the Ray Rays, that the commercial, I'm gonna say it like that, the commercial Pookies and Ray Rays, the women that they got, nigga, they won't shit to us. They won't shit to us, bro. And I don't mean that to be derogatory or disrespectful, but we can snap our fingers and fuck the. Remember when I was saying about the 3-day plans and shit? When I was talking about, yo, I can get some head the first day I meet a chick. Nigga, those were the women that the Pookies and Ray Rays were getting. The Pookies and the Ray Rays, the commercialized Pookies and Ray Rays that y'all talk about, those were the women that they were getting, bro. But these are the women that these podcast dudes, that these dudes are talking about, those are the ones that they wanted. Sit with that shit. They out here calling niggas simps and all of this other shit, but look at the type of women that you want. This is why the age has to get younger and younger. You want the impressionable woman who's easy. These women were easy to us. They were easy to us because they're easy, period. We never, y'all, like, you never seen the difficult woman that we worked for. Like, hood, like, another thing about the Pookies and the Ray Rays, like, when we had teams, we had solidified teams when it comes to the women. Yeah, I'm telling a lot of the secrets right now, but this is the real. You feel me? These niggas wanted it be motherfuckers that have a team of the same motherfucker. When we picked our teams, it was orchestrated correctly. You feel what I'm saying? These motherfuckers just want a lot of women. So they can say, oh, I got this chick, I got this chick. No, 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 no. When we was doing the shit, we had the CNA chick, you had the paralegal chick, you had you had the dental hygienist chick. You feel me? Like those were the types of women. They weren't just getting knocked up because they had morals, they had values. They weren't just getting pregnant. They weren't just getting pregnant. The motherfucking bottom of the barrel that y'all talking about, we didn't fuck with them. But the ones who end up pregnant by the quote unquote Pookies and Ray Rays, that's the ones y'all want. Sit with that, my nigga. Sit with that, my nigga. Y'all done got y'all degrees. Y'all done went off and been in school, and y'all want to complain. Y'all still complaining about high school because those are the ones we got. We was in high school pulling college women, bro. Y'all were bitching about the high school girls that got pregnant in high school. We didn't give a fuck about them. We wasn't fucking with them. Y'all are talking about the Pookies and the Ray Rays who are coming back to the high school for them. Those are the niggas you want to be. Those are the niggas that you complain about. Those are the niggas who got the women pregnant that you're chasing, that still have the capacity to come back in your life and want to start over with you. Oh, nah, now, like that's one of the common themes that they always say, but they never want to talk about the level of vibration they on. They be like, yeah, after she done had her babies and shit, now she want to come back to us. They don't even attempt to try to come to us, nigga. Us real ones, the ones that are here, they don't even attempt or even try to look our way no more. I've had so many women that the ones that I used to have the eye for me when I was in middle school, high school, and shit like that. They got kids and shit like that. When they see me in public, they don't speak, and it's not on no. It's I'll be like, hey, what's up? You remember? Yeah, I remember you. How the fuck I forget? Like we was in school together 4 years. I seen you every day. How the fuck am I going? Like that's one of the craziest things. Like when women be like, yo, you remember me? You know I remember your goofy ass. Shut the fuck up. Why would you ask that shit? But it's deeper than that. Because on the other side, they got those men that they know remember them. And now these are the ones that are having a conversation. Talking about, yeah, now she went after she done been ran through and had all of these babies and shit like that. Wow, you're in a space where women that have been ran through can come to you and still get to you. What that say about you, boss? What does that say about you, boss? Like for real. I got to do a dramatic pause with that because what does that really say about you when they still have access to you? They don't even have access to the Pookies and Ray Rays no more, nigga. They got access to y'all niggas. So now when y'all talk about, oh, the Russell Wilsons, they the simps and shit like that. Now we putting it into perspective. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. The essence is still there. Women, they want those Russell Wilsons and shit that y'all want and shit. I'm not gonna be a motherfucker who's gonna be on some shit like Russell Wilson's a simp and this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Because in my opinion, that's a real man. Everybody talking about, yo, that's a simp. He taking care of another man kids, or whatever the case may be. That's not a simp. That's a man, bro. In my opinion, these kids were left to fend for themselves, and the man said, nah, I'm not gonna let that happen. That's a man to me. You feel me? That's a man to most upper echelon and Pookies and Ray Rays. You feel me? Those are the ones who can amicably have a baby mama. You feel me? That they can talk to again and again. They can say, hey, we can be cordial and shit like that. Fuck the social media bullshit. There's a lot of quote unquote hood niggas who have amicable relationships with they co-parent successfully. All Pookies and Ray Rays didn't just knock women up and leave them alone. The relationships didn't work, but it ain't just about child support. Social media has clouded so much judgment and reality that everybody ain't on child support. The Pookies and the Ray Rays that weren't shit are the ones that are on the heavy child support. The motherfuckers who, okay, we couldn't work. Now, bam, bam, bam. I'm still going to take care of my kid. Here's what it is. Like all of the fights and shit, those aren't the right niggas, bro. Respectfully. And I know because I know. You feel what I'm saying? And this is the point that I'm making. Like they keep talking about Pookies and Ray Rays and never talking to them. Because you're basing the perspective off of who you think you're better than. Now we getting somewhere. We've been somewhere, but now we're really getting somewhere. You basing it off the fact that you think you're better than them. Solely off the fact that you got the degrees. You were obedient as fuck. We weren't obedient. We said fuck the system. We didn't give a fuck about authority. We were willing to do what we needed to do to remove ourselves from the shit. Most of the entrepreneurs you see today, most of the hood niggas that are turned entrepreneurs, the quote unquote corporate thugging that y'all keep wanting to be, they're Pookies and Ray Rays. Pookies and Ray Rays. You feel what I'm saying? And y'all are not them. Y'all don't even want y'all are trying to emulate that, wanting that, but you're condemning it at the same time. Why? Because you never came from the culture or the environment that is there. We keep talking about, oh, being black is not monolithic. Well, why do we try to be monolithic with it? Why all these niggas want to be real niggas and hood niggas and have an inner hood nigga and don't make it come out, nigga? You wasn't that. You didn't. It's not that you didn't even come off the porch. You stayed in the house. We know. And some of y'all didn't even just stay in the house. Y'all stayed in your rooms. That's who this is. That's who the scape is. That's who these conversations are coming from. Niggas who stayed in their room. Niggas, we was outside, homie. We was outside. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all niggas stayed in your rooms. Went to school, came back, and stayed in your rooms. Sometimes we didn't even go to school, nigga. We would go to school, pick chicks up, and come home, and then take them back. I'm saying I'm experienced because I had a couple of them, man. I had a teacher. I ain't fuck my teachers. I ain't fuck no teachers. Let me say that. Even if I did, I still wouldn't tell. But I ain't fuck none of my teachers. But one of my teachers had a niece that I was fucking. And I don't know, like, this is the sides of the Pookies and Ray Rays that they don't want to talk about. This is what they wanted to emulate. This is the Ray Ray that they wanted to emulate, right? So I decided I wasn't coming to school. So I'm texting her. I'm like, I'm skipping school. You skipping with me? Yeah, I'm skipping. Let me tell you how potent it is. This is how potent the Pookies and Ray Rays are. This is why they were ended up getting the women pregnant and then all of this shit. I don't have any babies running around, knowingly or unknowingly. None at all. So I go, you know what I'm saying? Me and Shorty, we vibing and shit. So her aunt brings her to school because she lives like around the corner from her aunt. So her aunt brings her to school. Her aunt knows she's supposed to be there. She walks from her aunt's car because I just pull up. You feel me? I'm not coming to school today. She was like, well, come and get me. All right. She walks from her aunt's car to the student parking lot to get in my car, and then we go back to my crib. Well, my mama crib. You feel what I'm saying? Do what we do, bam, 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 for the rest of the day. It's shit. I take her back because I know what time she got to be back or whatever the case may be. Take her back. Now, mind you, this is what it's like to be a Ray Ray. You feel me? She knew, like, when her teachers are her aunt's friends. Because we all in the same school. You feel what I'm saying? We all in the same school. So her teachers are her, like, they tell her, yo, your niece wasn't in class today. Okay. Like, and it's like, I can't say that I brought you to school, nigga. You were supposed to be here. Where did you go? But everybody know that we was fucking with each other. Everybody, students, teachers, everybody. So I go to class the next day because her aunt is my teacher. She said, I know you skipped school yesterday. I said, no, I didn't. She said, yes, you did. Because I know I saw your little blue car pull up and then I saw you leave. No, you didn't see me leave. You're thinking, I said, you thinking I skipped school because I didn't come and your niece skipped school and you think she was with me. And then her eyes got wide, like, you feel me? I was like, you can't put that on me. I said, you can't prove it. You feel me? That's Ray Ray shit. That's Ray Ray and Pookie shit. Those are the motherfuckers that's how smooth we were. That's how smooth we are. You feel what I'm saying? Again, those are the niggas y'all wanted to be. Let's keep it a buck. Y'all wanted that je ne sais quoi. I remember I used to have homies come up to me and I remember, I never forget it, man. This was my young boy. He was my young boy. Yeah, I really fuck with him. And I had to give him some real game because I fucked with him. He came up and said, yo, bro, I want some advice. I'm like, what, man? You want to learn how to talk to a bitch? And he was like, yeah. Oh, shit. Let me stop. First off, don't look at him as bitches. Like, he saw a whole different side of him. He said, wait, so I said, yeah, nigga, you don't see them as bitches, bro. And the ones that you want, you don't treat them like bitches. It's these ones that you got to smut out. Fuck these hoes, bro. The ones that if you really like her, you really want to learn something about her. Get like, that's the part of the Ray Rays they not talking about. That's why we was pulling these bitches like crazy. Respectfully. But that's what they saw. That's what they wanted to be. That's what they tried to copy. And that's what they're trying to copy now. But you 10 years past your prime, 10, 20 years past your prime, still trying to do what we was able to do at that young age. That's why you hate them. That's why misogyny is the competition between men. Because niggas wasn't in a competition. That's why body count matters. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about body count. Because half of these chicks, I was started their body counts anyway. Not on the virgin shit. I only fucked one virgin. And I fucked one virgin. That was my vow. Because I knew I was a hoe, I said I will never have sex with a virgin. Because it's not fair. Because this is not a special moment for you. Only one woman got me. And it happened to be the woman, and I should have paid attention. It happened to be the woman that cheated on her boyfriend with me. She was like, it's just something about you. I was like, you a virgin? No, I had sex before this, that, and the third. I took her virginity on accident. And I can honestly say it was on accident because I didn't know she was a virgin. Like, it wasn't until, you know what I'm saying? She was like, I was like, damn, why the fuck she so tight? Like, the fuck? And then once I, bing, it was, oh, shit. No, matter of fact, it was twice. It did happen twice. Because another woman, now that was crazy. I knew she was fucking. I said, yo, man, he ain't never hit that spot. Like, I could tell he ain't never hit that spot. But those two women, you know, after that, like outside of that, I said, nah, I can't have sex with a virgin because it's not fair. Because this is a special moment for y'all. I ain't been special since I was 11, nigga. I ain't shared that special moment since I was motherfucking 11. That shit been gone. So if you want to, oh my gosh, he's going to be my first. No. I would curb it quick. Again, Ray Rays and Pookies had morals, bro. Nobody wants to talk about that. Like we didn't violate because we didn't, our perspective was we were so at a mental state, a different echelon that we didn't care. Like again, when fast forwarding it, because people think that I'm just bullshitting. This is what the emulation of the Ghost Franklin characters and shit like that are. We had discipline like a motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? These characters that y'all watch the most, they're Ray Rays and Pookies, nigga. But they're the upper echelonian of the totem pole. Like Tasha said something on Power, like when Reek asked her, how'd you get the name Ghost? Oh, you know, it's the hood. Everybody get a nickname. Pookies and Ray Ray just happen to be the problematic nickname. Pookies, Ray Rays, and Man Mans. Like, really? Really? It's the niggas that didn't get nicknames, bro. That's who mad. Like, you didn't even get your name shortened to a letter, bro. Like, how? You mad at nicknames, homie? Like, when we really get down to the gist of it, because only the real ones got nicknames, or they got your name shortened in some way. The more creative your nickname was, a lot of times the deeper you were in the streets. A lot of times the deeper you were in that reality. You feel what I'm saying? But when we had nicknames from birth, nigga, we was born for this. You feel me? Niggas had to get their name shortened as they got older. Nah, call me this, call me that. Nigga, no, nigga. No, nigga. Your name is Alfred. Shut the fuck up. You're named after your great granddaddy, nigga. You ain't built like that. And I know I tell my story. I wasn't built like that either. Once I started getting in shit, and motherfuckers was like, yo, niggas was trying to kill us, nigga. I don't want to die this young, nigga. Fuck that, nigga. I'm going back to school. I'm about to be a square, nigga. I'm about to be an L7. But it was the L7s that wanted to be us. You feel what I'm saying? And again, cycling it back. That's why these niggas is mad. Because they wasn't in the competition. Not only in the, like, they couldn't fight. You feel me? They couldn't fight. Now these motherfuckers got muscles. Their beards grew out and shit. And now they'll still get beat the fuck up. Still get beat the fuck up. I talk to niggas and shit. I can tell like when niggas ain't really about that shit. Niggas, because now that we're men and we got older and shit, like, oh, nigga, you was a bitch back in the day. But don't nobody know you was a bitch. You feel me? I could smell the bitch on you, but you know what I'm saying? It's your cologne, but don't nobody know you was a bitch. Because now you got your beard, you got your muscles. You look intimidating, but you ain't intimidating. You feel me? Nigga, I'm what? I'm like 6'2", 165, 170, some shit like that. Like when I walk in the room and shit, niggas can feel me. Like they can feel that, oh, I ain't shit about to pop off up in here. I ain't worried about shit up in here. And I don't be doing shit. I just be calm. You feel me? I be in my own essence, but when you got it, you got it. Niggas know. What Cat Williams say? He was like, yo, I'm bigger in person. I mean that shit. If you've ever had a chance to experience me, you can feel it. You can see. And I've always wondered why. There was always a reason why niggas just felt the need to challenge me. Niggas just felt the need to, oh, I'm that too. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. I can tell you're not that. When I went to college, I seen so many niggas that were trying to be that I said, nigga, we're in college now. Stop trying. Excuse me. I know two niggas specifically. When we got to college, that's when they started banging blood and crip. I said, y'all ain't real, bro. Nah, nigga, fuck that, blah, blah, blah. I said, y'all niggas ain't no real shit. I said, don't make me call some real niggas up here and squash this shit, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Y'all niggas ain't about that shit. And if you just started banging now, you ain't been banging long enough to even be in a circle that affiliates with me. Like, I remember I was in an honors hall, and I got random catchphrases. I lived in honors hall, so I got random catchphrases that I just randomly say sometimes. And I said something. I said I slapped that nigga on some real nigga G shit, and motherfuckers was laughing like, "What is real nigga G shit? Nigga get slapped and find the fuck out, nigga. What the fuck you mean? Whoa, okay, it was just a joke." Like, a lot of men, they're real sarcastic. A lot of sarcastic men, or a lot of passive aggressive men, they were the niggas that had to learn how to try to fight with their words, but they fought with the tone of voice. They wouldn't do shit to you. And those are a lot of the men that bitch about the Pookies and the Ray Rays, but somehow they like their, I said it in my jam session body count. I said, not a shark, but you vicious. You feel me? I was like, your parents raised a piranha. You're not a shark, but you vicious. But to the sharks, you get timid and make it dark, dark for women, though. You pitiful. You feel me? That reality plays out because I see these dudes screaming on women. Like the way in which they, oh no, 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 bitch, shut up. Da 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 da. It's like, whoa. But in the presence of men, they timid as fuck, bro. To the sharks, you get timid, nigga. I know a piranha when I see one. I know a piranha when I see one, nigga. And those are the motherfuckers who are calling themselves alpha. You nigga, you're an alpha piranha. Sharks don't worry about. Think about this. You ever seen them like certain shit don't call itself the shit because it doesn't need to. A shark does not give a fuck about being an alpha shark. You feel me? The problem is you have niggas raised in the zoo wanting to be the niggas raised in the jungle. You feel me? Humans call lions alphas and shit. Lions assert they motherfucking self, bitch. Do you not see me leading this pride, nigga? Hey, homie, it's time for you to get off the block, Mufasa. Let me take that shit. Let me take that shit up off you. And they take that shit up off you. You've never seen a wolf in a zoo, have you? Ever. And you never will. Motherfuckers, oh, this is the alpha. Like, when we talk about the alpha is like the leader of the pack or whatever the case may be, he says that like the leader of a wolf pack doesn't even walk in the front. He walks in the back. Niggas don't even know that shit. So motherfuckers, but I could tell when women say, I could tell who's the alpha in the group and shit. Like, nah, that's you amongst a group of corny motherfuckers. Like, I got another jam session where I said, when you hit the head, the sheep are scattered, but ain't no sheep inside my clique. You get your shit splattered. You think that, and this has been who I've been with all my life. You think you're going to find, you're not going to pick the leader out of who the fuck we are. You feel what I'm saying? But these is the niggas that they wanted to be, bro. Like, that's what the problem is. That's why they're so angry. You had a baby by the man that I was trying to be that I couldn't be, and now that I want to be him because I'm old enough and I don't have to worry about my parents hiding my bandanas and finding my bandanas and shit. Like, think about that. Think about the fear that niggas didn't have. I literally started a gang, homie. I'm not glorifying it. I'm not bragging it. You feel me? I started a gang and I had to shut it down because I seen how quick it was spreading. My older siblings were wearing my bandanas, and instead of telling me to put them down. And I didn't give a fuck whether or not they were going to tell me to put it down anyway. I wouldn't have. You feel me? But there's niggas that, the Pookies and the Ray Rays, that these niggas is arguing about were the motherfuckers that hid they shit. Hey, bro, for real though, at some point, we got to stop talking to women about masculinity and start talking to each other about it. And I mean really talk to each other. Not as enablers and co-signers, but as men trying to reach the pinnacle of our essence. And that's what the So Frail series does. So Frail 1 is the definition. So Frail 2 is the acknowledgement. And So Frail 3 is the resolution. If you rock with the So Frail Conversations, I can guarantee you will rock with the So Frail series of books. So visit IamJustSaying.com right now so you can add the series to your library. I promise you will never look at masculinity the same again, and you're going to stop wasting your time arguing with women about it. This is a conversation that men need to have between men, and it's time we start having this conversation now. All the niggas that I roll with that were gangsters and shit, niggas, they parents knew they was gangsters. Hey, yo, we were left in the blood of Jesus, bro. I'm not laughing at that because it's hilarious, but it's like, that's how real we were. That's how real we were. Our parents left us in the hands of God. They accepted that they can't do shit with us. They left us in the hands of God and just prayed for us. That's what a real nigga is. That's what the fuck it means to be a real fucking nigga. People don't even want to understand that. It's not that your parents give up. They realize they done all they can for you and leave you the fuck alone. They leave you in the hands of a deity. And I know, well, saying, is that why you don't fuck with deities like that shit? No. That comes from the actual research and the understanding and seeing the manipulation of the shit. But imagine you're living a life where it's like, well, I can't do nothing with you, so I'm gonna leave you in the hands of God. These niggas won't left in the hands of God. Nobody wants to talk about the other side of the Pookies and the Ray Rays. Nobody want to talk about the full encompassing of what it is to be a Pookie and a Ray Ray. You left the fuck alone. You ain't got no daddy, and now you left in the hands of God and the prayers of your aunties and grandmas and mamas. And you wonder why motherfuckers got PTSD. You wonder why motherfuckers got to carry pistols. And the motherfuckers is like, y'all say y'all left me in the hands of God, but hey, shit, I keep running into bullshit. Well, it's because you in the streets. It's because you do this, that, and third. It's because at the end of the day, I'm looking for that respect that I never got. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm getting it in these streets. Niggas, that's what respect is to men, what love is to women. I say that shit all the time, and I mean that wholeheartedly. This is a lesson I had to learn from what? Being in the motherfucking streets. Now, again, I wasn't in the streets long. I wasn't in the streets long. I was, you feel me? I was knuckling up with niggas and shit, but then when AKs and big guns started coming out, and I said, I don't have those. I got to make it to 30. I got to make it to 21 first. That's sad when you were OG in your 20s. OGs is niggas supposed to be 40, 50 years old. Nigga, you in your 20s and you already an OG. That shows that we're in a war zone, my nigga. Pookies and the Ray Rays, a lot of motherfuckers had these babies and shit because they don't even... A lot of conversations that people don't have, these motherfuckers that are having babies about, they don't even think they're going to live long enough to even have kids for real, for real. So they prepare that, hey, at least I can have a kid that can at least do what I fucked up with. Because we don't see ourselves making it to 30. You feel me? I'm fortunate enough to have all my homies still with me. All the homies that I grew up with, they still with me. We made it to 30. A few of them got hit after 30, but we made it to 30. And these is the niggas y'all jealous of? This is the shit y'all jealous of? This is the shit that y'all make podcasts about leaving, like, nigga, this is who y'all mad at? Y'all sitting in one little box. Y'all want to box the whole Pookie and Ray Ray into one motherfucking box and not look at the whole motherfucking life of the shit or what it takes to actually be a fucking Pookie and Ray Ray. Again, a lot of them won't just reckless hood niggas. Because it's hood niggas and they're street niggas. But a lot of them won't just reckless hood niggas. A lot of them won't just reckless street niggas. A lot of them didn't just pop babies off here and there and then fuck like, again, the women that y'all bitching about wanting that the Pookie and Ray Rays left alone are no longer factors to the Pookie and Ray Rays anymore. But y'all still want them. What? What? Nigga, what? That's what y'all like. But then I look at these dudes and I can see it. This is why they have, oh, I gotta have a younger woman. She can't have bodies and shit. You don't want her to have no experience. When the first time I dealt with a woman with a lot of bodies and shit, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I didn't have to teach her shit. I ain't have to worry about the stroke. I ain't have to worry about whether she could take the dick or not. I ain't, because I had experience. We about to have a magical motherfucking moment. Sex was phenomenal. All these women that, I gotta be honest, the women that had low body counts, it was, I didn't like, respectfully, I love the hoes. I had to, because it's like, yo, the hoes knew what the fuck they wanted. Now, on the other side of that, the hoes would critique you. Oh, nah, you ain't hitting the right spot. Oh, nah, you slipped out. Okay, you put it here. Like, nah, just like they was, niggas don't like that. Cause niggas is masturbating with bodies. Nah, tell me what your body need from me, cause now that's going in the clip. This is how I learned, like by fucking with the hoes, by fucking with the women with body counts. This is how I learned that women don't, they not, you can't fuck them all the same. These same niggas that's mad about that's niggas like, oh, she got a high body count. These niggas are the niggas that fuck women all the same. Oh shit. The truth gotta come out. It gotta be told. But the real is the real, man. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all fucked up a whole reality. And y'all are tainted by a small perception. You feel me? And it's disrespectful to continue to talk about Pookies and Ray Rays when you used to want to be him. And you still be trying to be him. That's my point. Like, y'all are complaining about the dudes that, like, y'all want those women. Y'all want the women that we smutted out. 10 years later, y'all want the women that we smutted out. Not only that, 10 years later, the women we smutted out still have access to y'all. What that say about y'all? Like, y'all can talk about the Pookies and the Ray Rays all fucking day long, but what does that say about y'all? Y'all can't have the accountability that y'all are losers. You suck. And you're talking about the competition from the loser's perspective. That's pure envy and bitterness. Like, y'all are angry that y'all could not be in the body count. Wow. That's not our fault. Blame them. Y'all wanted to be in the body count of the women we were smutting out. Now I get it. This sounds, it's so for a conversation. So if the ladies listening, y'all know how I rock. But this is me talking as a 15, 16-year-old. Because this is the nigga that they talking about. A nigga who fucked up at 15, 16, 17 years old and got a girl pregnant. They act like the Pookies and the Ray Rays had a functional mind, like we were fully developed, had a fully developed frontal lobe. Like we had gone to college, like we had businesses and all of the shit, and then we fucked up. But no, niggas, we was 15, 16, and 17 years old. The girls were 15, 16, and 17 years old, nigga. And I get it, some of them, early 20s or whatever case. Still, the mentality is there. Because then when you consider high school and college, those time frames, you're in a 4-year pocket. So your peer group is 4 years apart. You feel what I'm saying? So the same way we was doing the 17 and 20, like that's the same shit. The motherfucker who's 17 and 21 were in high school together. You dig what I'm saying? So it's not much variation. And if she didn't go to college, like, and that's the thing. Half of these motherfuckers, and I'm not saying college is required, but half of these motherfuckers that are in this space is like, yo, you're dealing with people who weren't gonna go nowhere in life. Those, and you just cause physically she was bad as fuck. But nigga, we was in the trenches, homie. We was trying to survive. But then it goes back to the breeder shit. We still in that breeder mentality. And we didn't change that. You feel me? The Ray Rays and the Pookies still encompass that. I had my first pregnancy scare and my only pregnancy scare when I was 14 years old. You feel me? 14. 14, I was fucking. No, I was 15. She was 14. Yeah, 15, my bad. 15, I had my first pregnancy scare. The only pregnancy scare I ever had. But I was 15 fucking years old. These same niggas didn't start fucking until they got to college, so they got after their 20s. Nigga, you 5 years behind me. I can only imagine, like, well, really more than that, because I lost my virginity at 11, but my fucking, my scare was at 15. You feel what I'm saying? This is tell the whole story, my nigga. Tell the whole story. Y'all are mad at us for smutting out the women that y'all loved. Y'all wanted them. Y'all couldn't even keep up though. They didn't even look at y'all. We played around with the women that made y'all nervous. The Pookies and the Ray Rays played around with the women that made y'all nervous, my nigga. And now y'all got confidence? Yeah, y'all got confidence too late. She's pregnant. She's had her baby. She's all of this shit. Like, damn, I want her. She was bad back in the day. When you see the meme, and this is sad because it hurts my heart because it's a reformed hood nigga. I'm like, yo, this ain't even us. The motherfucker who's like the nerd that was holding the books and shit, and he was all timid and oh my gosh, she's so beautiful and shit. Why did you want a chick that wanted the hood nigga? Ask yourself that question. Why do you still want the chicks that want the hood niggas, bro? The niggas that you keep not even glorifying, the niggas that you keep vilifying, saying they ain't shit, they ain't got nothing going for them. You're better than them as a person. You making a comparison to them, belittling them, saying that they ain't shit. Why do you want the women that want them? What the fuck is wrong with your mentality? What the fuck is wrong with your mental health to where you want the women that want the men that you feel like you're better than? Sit with that. Sit with that. I'm going to say it again. What the fuck is wrong with you to where you want women who want the men that you think you're better than? Why in the fuck would I want a woman who wants a man who I am telling myself I am better than? Because this is our culture, my nigga. Listen to our R&B music. We don't never get with real women. We don't ever get with single women. We get with broken women. We chase broken women or women already in relationships. How many R&B songs have you ever heard? Because rap makes our culture from that perspective. But when we look at the ladies, man, how many songs have you heard where a motherfucker actually... Chris Brown is the only one that I can think that comes to mind initially with Excuse Me, Miss. Everything else is Your Man Ain't Me. Chris Brown got a song called Your Man Ain't Me. But do you feel me? Everything is about I can do the shit your man can't do. I can love you better than he can. He's doing you dirty. You need to come with me. I'm better than him. I want the woman of the man that I feel that I'm better than. Sit with that shit. Art imitates motherfucking reality. There's no reason why we should have all of these catalogs of R&B music that say the same shit. I want the woman of the man I think I'm better than. Because it sounds good initially. This is why it's like you pursue her. It's like, and this is why I tell women, y'all be thinking y'all the prize. And that's the problem is y'all think y'all the prize, but y'all the prize amongst mediocre competition. You got to sit with that. They got to sit with that. You the prize and look at the men that you're attracted to. You feel me? I used to, it's something that I started to live by. The men, when it comes to women, like when I see the type of men that she's attracted to, it can make me unattracted to her. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, you attracted to cornballs, nigga. You corny. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck how bad you think you are. I don't give a fuck how your titties look. I don't give a fuck how your lace front on fleek. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You attracted to corny niggas. You a cornball. Like, that's straight to me. Like, that's how I look at it. I know we don't use corny and cornball no more, bitch. I do. I do what the fuck I want to do. You feel what I'm saying? But you can't in one breath, like, they be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't call yourself like, you're a prize amongst corny niggas, bro. That's why these chicks is out here talking like, and these motherfuckers like, oh, I need 6 figures. I need this, that, and the third, because you want your corny nigga to be the best corny nigga there is. And niggas is feeding into the shit. Niggas is feeding into the shit. You feel me? Because of the way in which our culture is programmed. So these niggas that's like, yo, these Pookies, and like, you're mad because in your mind you perceive yourself to be better than him, but yet you wanted the women that wanted him. I happen to be fortunate enough to be the Pookie and the Ray Ray that wasn't the bottom of the barrel. Literally. I'm really upper echelonian Ray Ray. Like, you know what I'm saying? So much so that it's like, you niggas wanted to be me. You knew that you weren't better than me. You knew, like, and so much so that's like you wanted to creep the women that I was fucking. You feel me? I had a homeboy when we was in high school. This was my senior year. Same day. Matter of fact, it's the same scenario, same story. So when I did skip school with my teacher's niece, the shit gets so plot twisted. I come back. Now, one of the quote unquote star athletes of the school. You feel what I'm saying? Me and him was cool or whatever the case may be. Because when you like that, you like that. It's upper echelonian. But you feel what I'm saying? I was the apex, and I wasn't the apex by status. It was solely by essence. You feel me? I didn't play sports. You feel me? I didn't gang bang. I didn't do, like, I was just me. And I was with them and they couldn't get it. So I skipped school. I come back with her. He said, man, I saw you leave with Shorty. I said, okay, nigga. He said, you must have been desperate if you was fucking her. Not at all, nigga. Not at all. Like, I fucks with her. You feel what I'm saying? Come to find out, literally 2 days later, same motherfucker. She tell me, you know what you call it? Try to fuck me, right? The same nigga that just told me that I was desperate. I must have been desperate for fucking you. Now, mind you, I didn't tell her that, but I'm like, so wait a minute, nigga, you call me, like, this is my psychology now, because I'm processing this shit. I'm like, you called me desperate. You said I must have been desperate for fucking a chick that you tried to fuck 2 days later. If I was desperate for fucking her, what does that make you for trying and not getting it? You feel me? I'm like, okay, that's what it is. So this is the part of the reality that they don't talk about. You feel me? There's a version of the Pookies and the Ray Rays that niggas think they're better than, and then there's a version of the Pookies and the Ray Rays that niggas want to be. You feel me? And they try to lump all of the Pookies and the Ray Rays in the same motherfucking system. You can't do that. You can't do that. Because now you have to realize that you ain't shit. What does that say about you if you are trying to fuck with women that like, I'm going to keep saying that because this shit drives the point home. What does that say about you when you are trying to fuck with women who like men that you feel like you're greater than? You feel what I'm saying? That shows that something's off mentally with you. How can you even be attracted to the women who are attracted to the men that you don't like or the men that you think you're better than? And then on the other side of that, what compels you to even want a woman? And this is when you get to Steve Harvey. He's one of these niggas. Steve Harvey, he a bottom of the you feel me? He ain't even a Pookie or a Ray Ray. He one of the niggas that he got comedy shows talking about Pookies and Ray Rays. But he one of these niggas that will, because he did it to Bernie Mac. He's one of these niggas that'll try to shit on you to make himself look better. Oh nah, you know he doing this, that, and the third. I had this chick call me and cuss me out one time because I took her. I ain't really take her, because she said she was single. They had broke up or whatever the case may be and shit. So we fucking went around, we vibing and shit. We kissed one time, but that's about it. So one of my homies was like, so the same nigga that tried to creep the chick, this story goes crazy, but this is high school. So the same nigga that tried to creep the chick or whatever the case may be, he ends up telling his homeboy, yeah, I know he fucking her. Like his homeboy was the ex of the girl that I was, talking to, right? So when you that nigga, you can't face it. So motherfucker, he comes to me, he like, yo, you fucking such and such. I ain't hit. Nigga, I know you did. Nigga, I didn't. I'm telling you, I didn't. I don't lie on my dick. I get enough to not have to lie on it. Nigga, the fuck? What you mean? So it's like, all right, bet. Now, mind you, that same dude, I'm gonna get another story about him because he's very insecure and it ties into this. But so Shorty called me later on the afternoon and cussed me the fuck out. What the fuck you? I said, why you? Hold up, wait, calm down. Like she's cussing. I can't even get word in. I can't believe you lied to me. We ain't do nothing. I said, I didn't say we did. You out here telling motherfucker. I didn't say we did. I didn't tell nobody shit. I was asked about it and I said no. It ain't my fault that the motherfucker assumed that I was because I am him. So I said, all right, it is what it is. Leave it alone. Her and the dude, they get back together, whatever the case may be. She called me 2 days later crying. He did me the same way again. Hey, look, shorty, I ain't got shit for you. I ain't got shit for you. And this is when she seen the separation. Because after that, we ain't talking. And mind you, we had the same chemistry class. No pun intended. Like we literally had chemistry together. So come back the next day in chemistry class, and I'm focused back on my own shit. And you know what I'm saying? We didn't talk again till prom. She said, damn, you really just wasn't gonna talk to me again. I said, nah, because I ain't appreciate how you did what you did. Nigga, there's difference between Pookies and there's different levels of shit. You feel me? I said, yo, y'all know I can't, man. I'm like, yo, bro, like I am that. I can replace you. You feel what I'm saying? She's like, well, I just wanted to say that I don't, it don't mean shit at this point. You should apologize when you was wrong in the beginning. When I get in that mode, it's crazy because motherfuckers be like, I can't believe you. Wow, you so cold. It's not cold, it's disconnected. I know how to remove myself from the situation. These niggas that y'all bitching about, these niggas that is bitching about y'all, that is bitching about the Pookies and the Ray Rays, they can't do that. That's why they still harboring the same fucking feelings from 10, 20 years ago. Because the chick that they wanted got pregnant by the nigga that they thought they was better than. You feel me? So I left Shorty alone or whatever the case may be. And like I said, we didn't talk again till prom. We didn't talk again till prom. We just happened to be in the same space. She was just like, you look nice. I said, thank you. That's all you say? Hey, it ain't nothing else to say. I'll be a cold like, if you know me, you know I'm a very loving soul. Right? You know that I'm very compassionate. I'm very caring. When I'm in, I'm in. But when I'm out, I'm out. That's something a lot of motherfuckers can't do. That's the side of the Pookies and the Ray Rays they don't talk about too. Because a part of that is, yeah, you have a baby by this chick, and I'm not condoning none of this shit, but when you out, you out. And when you done with her, like this is where the friction comes in. Because I'm done with her. I want a relationship with my kid. She can't be that. A lot of people don't see what that part of being a Ray Ray and a Pookie is. The motherfuckers who want to be in their kid's life, but they can't fuck with the mama. You feel me? That's a cold reality. And I know it's, well, ain't no way you could just cut your kid off like that. But the separation that I have from the mother is so strong, she won't let me be around my kid. Not healthily anyway. You feel what I'm saying? These are the Pookies and the Ray Rays that ain't so bad. These are the Pookies and the Ray Rays that just happen to be, we was the motherfuckers. You feel me? So again, spinning it back to the dude that, one, he tried to fuck the chick that he told me I was desperate for fucking. You feel me? And couldn't get her. You feel me? Mind you, star athlete. Matter of fact, I think he was homecoming king. Yeah, all of that shit. You feel me? And you trying to fuck the women you trying to fuck the girl that you just told me I was being desperate for. Nigga. Again, that's those niggas. That's those niggas who operate off of status and not essence, nigga. You got the juice, you got the juice. And if you don't got the juice, sit your ass down because you ain't got it. So again, that's the first part. Then he tells his homeboy that, yo, I know he fucking your ex because I know that nigga, he get pussy. Nigga, how? How are you monitoring me that much? You feel me? I did get pussy though. But still, that's beside the fact. Like, nigga, that's the comparison shit. So this same nigga, like, he gets this girl pregnant. Again, a girl that he get this girl pregnant and he get her name tattooed on. Like, and it was so crazy. Like, mind you, because I feel personally it was because of insecurity. I think it was insecurity. He was insecure in himself. And, you know, Shorty was like, she wasn't Puerto Rican, she was Mexican and black. But we called her Puerto Rican because we was young and we ain't know. We thought Mexicans and black made Puerto Rican. So so we used to call her Puerto Rican, but she wasn't Puerto Rican, right? And mind you, I could have pulled this girl in middle school. Still had the wherewithal to pull her then. But because I could have pulled her in middle school, I didn't even want her. It's like, for me, she didn't fit my description. But again, this just shows the reality. He ended up getting this girl pregnant and get her name tattooed on his shoulder before we went to college and shit. Like, they went to prom together. He got her name tattooed. Like, he fucked her and then got her pregnant. And then, like, it was quick movement how he moved. But you feel what I'm saying? I was like, damn, homie, you different. You weird. But whatever. I'm like, I know I keep jumping around. But this ties back to that quote that I said from Tito Lopez. That chick you cuffing, give me brain for nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Shorty wanted me. And I kept curving her. And you get her pregnant. and get her name tattooed on her. Same nigga that told me that I was desperate for fucking a chick and then trying to creep her. This is the shit that we got to deal with. These are the type niggas that talk about the Pookies and the Ray Rays. These are the type niggas that was never in the body counts. These were the niggas that wanted to be in the body count so bad. Now, mind you, why did you have to play that role? When me and him, when we went to college, because we went to the same school. When we went to the college, right, it's like, nigga, we was, because we came from the same city, peas in the pod. Like, motherfuckers was like, yo, why you don't talk? Why you ain't trying to I ain't got to make friends with y'all because I'm good. Like, I let shit gravitate towards me. This woman, man, when I went to college and shit, she loved me so much. When I say she loved me, like she said, I'm a virgin and I want you to take it. I can't do that to you, baby girl. Now, mind you, I'm 18. I wasn't even we had not even started the freshman year yet. It was like a thing called cheer or whatever the case may be. So it was like you come there to get a quick $1,000 for boosting your GPA and it helps you start the GPA, get you a head start or whatever the case may be. So I get there and shit like, yo, bro, like, these niggas was like, yo, I want this chick. I want this chick. I was like, yo, man, all of them want me. And I'm just the quiet, laid back nigga with the waves and shit. You feel me? I'm talking. And so I'm vibing. Matter of fact, I did have a girlfriend because I had left from high school. And I was talking with this girl just before. And then we ended up breaking up because she was like, I don't feel so bad because I was told I danced at the party. She was like, I don't feel so bad because I kissed somebody else. What? You would dance with the dance and the kiss is two totally different things. All right, we done. You feel me? It was what it was. So at the time, I was like, nah, I got a girl, man. I can't fuck with you like that. I can't fuck with you like that. Like she held out for as long as she could. I think Shorty, she wanted me to fuck her for like 3 semesters. She was a virgin. She was like, we exchanged numbers and shit. Cause I was on some shit like, man, I don't care, bro. I had so many numbers, bro. Half of the numbers I didn't even use because it was just like, man, you feel what I'm saying? I remember one time I was walking from class, and this woman, she wanted me so bad that it's like I had my headphones in. She said, I didn't, but the song was changing at the time. So I heard what she said. She said, I will not be ignored today. And she just stood and stopped in front of me. And I was like, what's good, yo? And she was like, hey, I was like, yo, you would not. I said, so you would not be ignored, but now you ain't got nothing to say. Fucked her all up. I was that smooth. Like, I'm telling you, it's captivating, bro. Shit was captivating. I turned that shit off because it's too easy. You feel me? This is Pookie and Ray Ray shit. You feel what I'm saying? Women can't explain. They can never, for some reason, they can't explain or articulate why they like hood niggas. They can't explain until they in the presence of one. It's like, damn, something that he's doing is captivating me. And I'm not talking about them reckless niggas. I'm not talking about a reckless nigga. I'm talking about street niggas. I'm talking about the real hood niggas who there's something in us that they gravitate towards. It's these other niggas that hate it because they lump all hood niggas and street niggas up into the same shit. And because of that, it's like, wow, I gotta bash it now. And then that's why we in the space that we in right now. This is why I gotta speak on behalf of the Pookies and the Ray Rays who niggas, you feel me? They keep overlooking that shit. So take it back to the school. Like, Shorty wanted me to fuck who was the virgin freshman year. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so we in cheer. Now, mind you, we went because of the way in which we because a lot of us were real smart. We had good grades. So they moved us from where everybody else was, and we was living with the upperclassmen, right? These niggas were so busy trying to impress the upperclassmen. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, I even had the seniors and the juniors, bro, going in my freshman year. As soon as I get in and shit, I'm just being me. You feel me? And it's like, yo, nigga, I want her, bro. I gotta get her. All of the ones that they were trying to chase, I had in my pocket. I had them in my pocket. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm not saying it's like a lot of the shit that I say, it sounds good because a lot of people say shit. But when you see it when you see it in person, it hit different because you're like, oh, he won't lie. You feel me? You would have to come to my city and see the city that I grew up in and see how women light up, who I used to fuck with. Come to my homecoming one year. Every year I get text messages, you coming to homecoming? I ain't fucked with you in years, but nah, I ain't coming. Damn, if you come, let me know, blah, blah, blah. I might go to homecoming this year. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to homecoming this year because now I got the luxury and the time to do so and the freedom to do so. But when I go to homecoming, it's when I go to homecoming, bro, it's amazing because the women that I used to know that see me, the way in which they light up when they see me is different. Some of them I ain't had sex with, some of them I did, but it's just me. You feel me? Pookies and Ray Rays deal with this on a regular basis as hood niggas, bro. But when you focus on the Pookies and Ray Rays that was reckless and not doing shit, there was like there's now truth coming out. It's like everybody wasn't a hood nigga. This nigga was in the hood and he was slow. Or this nigga was in the hood and he did reckless shit. Like, you know, a real street nigga, real smooth street nigga, because these are the niggas that you watch on your TV shows. You feel what I'm saying? The Franklin Saints, Leons, you feel me? Perfect example when you look at Friends. Franklin and Leon were actually street hood niggas, bro. You feel me? What's it? Kev. Kev want that. That's why Kev actually that's why they was able to get Kev to smoke crack. Did y'all catch that part in the early seasons? Kev smoked crack. My nigga. To test it to see Franklin said, I ain't doing that shit. Lee said, I ain't. Kev said, all right. Now, on the outside looking in, when you look at that shit, that's the reckless nigga. That's the Pookie and the Ray Ray who does the shit that they don't. But that's not the upper echelonian version of it. That's not the version that they can't talk to. But at the same time, this is why, even still, they can't talk directly to the Pookies and the Ray Rays. They can only talk about them. Talk about them and talk down on them. But it's still gonna how low can you how far down can you talk about somebody who smutted out a woman that you wanted? Who smutted out women that have access to you? Who you're chasing women that are running behind men that you think you're better than. I'm gonna keep bringing that point home because that's what this conversation is about. You feel what I'm saying? Because the shit, like I said, it bothers me. It bothers me as a Ray Ray. It bothers me as a motherfucker who, nah, bruh, y'all on some other shit, bro. How dare y'all? Y'all can't be that rude and disrespectful like for nothing. We ain't do shit to y'all. We ain't do shit to y'all, and we keep getting brought up in the circle because y'all can't control y'all bitches. Respectfully. This is so for a conversation. I gotta talk how, y'all niggas can't control y'all bitches. Y'all motherfuckers can't get the bitches y'all want. Y'all motherfuckers still see bitches as bitches. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all based everything in your reality off of status and never off of essence. Y'all were the niggas that always had to impress chicks. Y'all were the niggas that always had to do. I remember like I always hung with I was always in that caliber. But I was never the dude like niggas couldn't understand why women like me. I said, why don't they? Nigga. What you mean? Why do they? Why don't they? Why would you feel like they shouldn't? You feel me? My sixth grade year, I had all the girls the hood niggas have. But he's the nerd. He in the smart classes. He got Pokemon cards. He walking with his Game Boy. I know, nigga. I'm about to put some dick in it too. If you ain't careful, nigga. Hey yo, my nigga. Hey, I'm such a damn anomaly, bro. I can't even put it into words. You feel what I'm saying? But yo, at that time, it was because I got to be the bulky nigga. I'm strong. I run fast. I this, that, and the third. Hey, not me, nigga. I could fight. I'll beat you the fuck up, but I'm not going to act like it. I'm not going to put it on display. You feel what I'm saying? There's dudes that had to always constantly impress. You feel me? And the dudes that couldn't win the game, they couldn't be that impressive to the women. Now they mad. They mad as fuck. You feel me? Now they finally got a platform to vent. Nigga, you need therapy, bro. You don't need a podcast. You feel me? I know I'm a podcaster, and I just did an episode similar to them. But my podcast is about teaching y'all shit. It's profane profanity. These niggas don't even have, their podcasts really don't even have names. I don't even know what the names of these podcasts are. It's just niggas talking shit about women. Niggas talking shit about women they couldn't get, so they bring younger women on the shit so they can vent. No, I'm not about giving advice to young. I'm not about giving advice to men who chase young girls. I'm not. I'm not about giving advice to young men who no, my advice is to tighten you up. It's to get you better. You feel what I'm saying? I've been pulling cougars since I was like 16 and 17, nigga. Like Ayo, 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 this is the shit that niggas want to be, bro. They hate the Pookies and the Ray Rays, but low key they be want to be them, yo. Like, because I had this one chick, right? I had this one chick, she was like 21. I was 15. Yeah, I was 15 or 16 at the time. And you feel me? It was like, she said, she told me, she said, I'll buy you anything you want. I just want to suck your dick. Wait, what? Wait, what? I had integrity. I said, nah, I can't do that. Because shit comes with that. That's you ain't just sucking you at 21 years old, you not just sucking a 15-year-old dick for nothing. And then buying them whatever you want. Yeah, you know, you need school clothes. Cause I ain't have a job. I ain't get my first job until I was 16. So I'm like, shit, this take the my finesse was this. Yo, this might take the load off my mama, yo. So you ain't gotta buy me school clothes and shit. You buy me whatever she want. I considered it. Then we talking on the phone. She was telling me about an ex she had, and he cheated, and she just started stabbing sheets. Oh no. Oh no. I can't fuck with you. I can't fuck with you. You feel me? But she used to call me on the phone while she was playing with herself. That's something that women frequently do with me. I don't know. I don't. I mean, it is what it like is. I've had several women in my life tell me they masturbated to the thought of me. I'm like, how, nigga? I can't masturbate to the thought of you because I don't know what the fuck to think about. You feel me? But it's that. That's the side of the Pookies and the Ray Rays. They not understanding. We are that. We are the motherfucker that these same women that y'all chasing behind, they chase behind us. They want what we got. You feel me? They'll let us, they'll call us. They'll call us on the phone and don't say shit, just start moaning. And you gotta hang up because you're like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit right now. Now, you the type of niggas that, oh my God, she playing with herself. Imagine being powerful enough to hang up on the motherfucker. Like, I ain't trying to hear that shit right now. I can't fuck you. You feel what I'm saying? I dealt with a woman. This is in my later ages and shit. Probably like 20, I was like 26 or 27. And she like, let me see it. Let me send me a picture of your dick. For what? What you gonna do? Lick the screen, nigga? You not sucking. I can't do nothing with it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Women will send me nude. Women been sending me nudes since I was like, matter of fact, since camera phones was blurry. I think I got my first nude when I was 15 because it was a flip phone. It was a Movita flip phone, and the shit was small, but I knew she was naked. It was like, damn, that's when I got my first nude, nigga. But women been sending me nudes for a long time and shit. I'm like, oh, you ain't send me nothing back? Like, I'm like, yo, what you want me to do with this? I'm not masturbating to no motherfucking nude picture. The fuck? Now, mind you, these same dudes on the other side, look at the women that they're involved. These are the women that, and if this is you and you listening, you shouldn't be here, but whatever. If these are the type of women who do this shit, y'all the type of women that do this shit, then y'all might need help. You feel me? Like, they like nut videos. Like, nigga, and men are doing them. Moan and masturbating, bust in front of that don't do shit, bro. Like, that's not beneficial to nobody. You feel me? That's not beneficial to nobody. But those type women that do shit like that are the women that these guys are chasing and getting mad at because the niggas like Pookie and Ray Ray are the motherfuckers that got them in the bag. Those type of women are requesting or getting nut videos from those dudes, and they're sending their own masturbation videos to guys like me. You feel me? And these dudes are mad because it's like, why do I gotta work for the shit you give him for free? Nigga, ask yourself that. Don't ask her. Ask yourself why you chasing somebody who makes you work for what she gives for free, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you? Fuck is wrong with you? But again, you'd rather yell at her and you rather not address the situation. You want to be a nigga that you want to be the nigga that she fuck with. Y'all only fuck with these hood niggas and shit. Like, yeah, man, like I don't like there's a lot of shit like I ain't gotta worry about dick pics being leaked or no shit like that. I ain't gotta worry about none of that shit. And all of the news I have are safe. You feel what I'm saying? All of the news I have are safe. All of the news that were sent to me, the videos, all of that shit, it's safe. You the same niggas that, and this is one of the reasons why I feel like women created OnlyFans the way they did, because niggas was leaking videos at an alarming rate. That's another side to this shit. Bottom of the barrel Pookies and Ray Rays. Those are the niggas that y'all keep talking about. That ain't really us. Those are the bottom of the totem pole niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all niggas, because again, you're homosexuals who like vagina. So you're willing to like, every nude that I had, like, no, that's special to me. She felt that I was well enough to get her naked body. You feel what I'm saying? I got titties, I got pussy lips, I got so much shit sent to me in my life that's just like, oh, you like me. You really, really like me. It's like, yo, when you ain't, why you don't send me nothing? Ain't nothing to send you. I'm not there with you yet. But I'm that. I know. A lot of these women, they got husbands now, they married, they got boyfriends and shit. So this is years ago. But at the same time, it's like, yo, when you him, you him. You feel me? And this is what you niggas want to be. You want to be the Pookies and the Ray Rays. It's okay. It's okay. We cool as shit. We cool as shit. You feel me? We're the template for damn near everything black. We don't want black to be monolithic. What about the nerdy people? What about this and the third? Y'all keep gonna listen to trap music. Y'all keep gonna want to listen to the hood gangster shit. Y'all keep entertaining yourself with all of the shows that are about Pookies and Ray Rays, who about the upper echelon of the Pookies and Ray Rays. That's all you consume, and that's all you want to be. Some of us aren't entertained by that shit because we were it. One of my homies, this is how I even got put on Snowfall in the first place. One of my homies was like, yo, watch Snowfall. I was like, the fuck I'm gonna watch Snowfall for? You know I'm grinding. She said, watch Snowfall, yo. She said, you remind me a lot of Franklin. And when I watched the story, I'm like, yo, if I wouldn't have went the right way, I would have been Franklin. Now that aftermath and shit, who knows? Never know. Could have ended up the same way. But I would have been a Franklin. You feel what I'm saying? Same shit. Same fucking shit. I would have been a ghost. I would have been a ghost type motherfucker. I wouldn't have been a Kanan. Damn sure wouldn't have been a Tommy. Wouldn't have been none of the motherfucking workers or Dre, none of that shit. Some of you niggas is Dre's because you can't be ghost. You feel me? It trickles down a little bit because, you know, Reek is just like Ghost too, but you feel me? Some of y'all niggas are Canes. Always worried about what another nigga doing while this other nigga shining. That shouldn't be that shouldn't be what you do. But that's what y'all do. You feel me? Every time I turn around, it's podcast this, podcast that, Pookies and Ray Rays, Pookies and Ray Rays, Pookies and Ray Rays, Pookies and Ray Rays. Why are y'all so angry at the men who y'all feel y'all are better than? What difference does it make? And even more than that, why are y'all so obsessed on dealing with the women who dealt with the men that you feel like you're better than? And don't forget to check out Cafe Clothing, formerly Just Scenes merch. Get all of your intricate designs crafted specifically for the melanated being to develop a positive imagery within self and to have a little bit of fun in the process. From the peace, love, knowledge, and freedom to the dead horses and water designs, all of the styles are crafted for the imagery to make you feel as you're supposed to feel. Because as I always say, the best way to fit in is to stand out. And what better way to stand out than with your exclusive styles from Cafe Clothing. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. I don't, you know, this is crazy because I usually don't address like bullshit out of, because my shit's timeless. So I don't usually address shit that I want to revisit because we're not gonna be on the shit later in life. But this ties into Soul Frail conversation simply because there's levels. There's levels. This is why I have Soul Frail conversations. I don't want y'all to be like this. I don't want y'all niggas to be blaming Pookies and Ray Rays, because then I gotta be a nigga that gotta step in and say, hey, bro, it's just because you wasn't never, you weren't that. You weren't cool like us. You couldn't sit at the tables we sat at. That's the truth of the matter. These niggas this is high school trauma, bro. This is high school trauma. Niggas mad because they couldn't sit at the cool tables. You feel me? I didn't even sit at the cool tables. I sat at whatever table I wanted to. It was funny as shit. Like, I think my junior year, no. It wasn't even by my junior year. Because it was always like that. I never sat at an individual table. I would come in, grab my food, and go sit with this motherfucker. It was like I was everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? And that's probably why it was what it was. But when my homie came, my junior year, it was their freshman year when the homies came in and shit. They was like, yo, so where we gonna sit? Nigga, I don't know. Wherever the bitch is at. That was my thing. I was like, yo, we gonna go sit and the bitch is gonna be there. And like, nigga, no. whatever. So I'll go get my lunch, go get my food and shit, whatever the case may be, breakfast. It didn't matter. Wherever I was, when it was time to quote unquote sit at the tables, I didn't sit at the tables. You feel me? You had the people, oh, we're gonna sit at this table because this is where we sit every day. It's like, nah, I would see somebody sitting at the table that I know. Hey, what up? Dap you up, chill, sit a little bit because it's an empty seat, have a little conversation, eat my food there. I'm out. And then I go somewhere else. And then it's like every day, it's like, yo, why are you? Cuz man, I can do that. Y'all gotta sit in the reputation. I gotta sit in the status of who you are. I trump status because I got essence. That's why I can fuck with your status. Go fuck with your status. I skip and go to 3 different lunches and shit and be with everybody. But motherfuckers holding on to high school trauma, yo. Cause you wanted the chick that everybody else wanted and you couldn't get her. And then you mad that the man that could have got her just played with her. He hurt the love of my life. You better see your next lifetime, nigga. Oh shit. You feel me? But sad enough, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you that, and I'm gonna end with this because I do empathize with y'all. Because I was him. I was the nigga in, I'm trying to think of when it was. 7th grade. 7th grade, I had my moment. Where, was it 7th? Yeah, it was 7th grade when I had my moment where I was like, oh, he has the girl that I want. And it changed me forever. This was when my villain arc happened, I guess. But it's crazy because by 7th grade, I was 12, so I was already fucking. But me and this girl, we were fucking with each other and shit. I thought we went together. And then next thing I know, because she was in 8th grade, I was in the 8th grade. I mean, I was in the 7th grade. And she had a boyfriend in the 8th grade while she was going with me. And I found out on the school bus. And she just looked at me like, oh, what? And at that point, for me, it was different. I didn't get mad. I was hurt. Don't get me wrong. Because I was like, damn, bro, I thought she liked me. But then it's like, nigga, I get hoes. So I empathize in the regard that I get why y'all feel that way. Y'all go through y'all villain art, y'all get hurt, y'all get y'all trauma, and y'all never recover because y'all didn't even have it. Y'all didn't even have, like, for me, I had already had that glow up shit. I've been pulling girls, excuse me. I've been pulling girls since elementary school. Like, I had my first girlfriend in the 1st grade. Yeah. I was kissing by the 3rd. It's like this shit won't hard. Like this shit, I've been Ray Ray the whole motherfucking time. You feel me? So when it was time for me to have my arc, you know what I'm saying, by 7th grade, that's when I got played. I was like, But it didn't put me into I'm gonna hate these niggas. I'm gonna hate this nigga because he the cool nigga. I'm gonna hate this nigga because he that nigga. It's like, nah. I just had to reevaluate it. I was grimy though, because I did fuck a little sister. But it was later, because it was later on in life. So 7th grade, my 7th, 8th grade time, me and her was fucking around. No, 7th grade was when I wanted to go with her. That's when I was in the mentality, yo, have girlfriends and shit. I don't know if y'all just seen it. Damn, I'm saying it like y'all seen this episode, but I had a story that I posted where I was talking about where Tupac was like, they call girls the B word. And then it cut to him like, bitches ain't shit. We don't love them hoes. And that's how it go. You feel me? And it's like, I've been both of those. And I have learned, just put them together. It's the same nigga. It's just opposite sides of the same coin. And that's how you muster and you maneuver yourself, right? But I had a luxury of going through that, called girls the B word in that one moment when I was in the 7th grade. And then it was just like, yo, because I really liked her, because I said, yo, I'm going to be her boyfriend and this, that, and the third. And then, we flirting, we playing, and I finally got the answer. And then after that, it was just like, yo, she's fucking with another nigga. He's an 8th grader too. He's older. He's taller. Bitch ass nigga. Fuck that. What the fuck's wrong with me? Ain't shit wrong with me, nigga, because I was still pulling hoes. I didn't go into the secluded area that fucked me up. So after that, when I got to the 8th grade, and shit dramatically changed when I got to the 8th grade. What she did to me, it opened me up because it made me realize, hey, nigga, I'm him. I'm him too. This was before I was just saying I'm seen. It was just like I'm him. So I was going with all the other girls and shit. And then next thing I know, we spin the block and shit. And by my ninth grade year, I fucked her little sister. And it was like, damn, like, you remember what you did to me in the 7th grade? You can't get mad. That was different. We was younger. It's always different. It's always young, and they was young and dumb. I don't mean that. Fuck that. You feel me? But all of that is to say that I empathize with y'all. I know why y'all mad at Pookies and Ray Rays. I've experienced the Pookie and Ray Ray. Like, nigga, like, matter of fact, my first heartbreak came at the expense of a Pookie and a Ray Ray. Like, nigga. But you were the lower totem pole version. I couldn't even get mad. Nigga got her pregnant and everything. Like, damn. But I realized why he got her pregnant. He got her pregnant to trap her off on some, yeah, you know, you got your degree and shit. I'm fresh out of jail. That's the side of the shit you like. When your woman get taken by another nigga, you got to realize that woman. You feel me? At first, I looked at it from a devastating perspective and shit. Like a lot of these niggas do and shit. And I'm mad at the man. Like, nigga, nah. Nigga, I'm not mad at Pookie. I'm not mad at Ray Ray, nigga. I'm mad at myself for one, but I'm mad at her. You could have told me you didn't want greatness. You could have told me you wanted that bullshit. You could tell me you wasn't built to be better. That's cool. You should have. But again, when you realize that you mad at the man, when you mad at a man for having a certain woman that you wanted, you got to look at life differently. You can't get mad. Like, you can't think that you're better than a certain man. Like, and that was the thing. Like, when she cheated, I had to look at it like that. You feel me? I think I'm better than this man, but she cheated with him. What does that say about the type of woman that I'm fucking with right now, nigga? You feel what I'm saying? I had to take a real step back and look at myself. I'm with the woman that cheated on me, bro. It's like, yo, the nigga that you cheated on me with, I'm mad at, this, that, and third, I love her and shit. Like, no, nigga. What, like, why were you chasing that type of woman in the first place? Didn't even see it. What was that saying about me as a man? What was that saying about me as a person? Like, damn, you feel me? And that's what it is. Like, I'm sitting there telling myself, this man is beneath me. This man ain't shit. This man ain't got nothing. And I'm chasing, not even chasing. I'm in a healthy, not even healthy. I thought it was healthy at the time. But I'm in a relationship with the woman who cheats on me with the man that I'm better than. She even asked me one time. She knew. She was like, you think you're better than him? I said, no, I don't think I'm better than no man. And it's that and third. And I was like, you know, trying to talk. But nigga, yeah. The fuck? You feel me? Yeah. Like, I don't, like, why wouldn't I? I'm a junior in college. I already got my major declared. I'm on path to go to med school. And yes, nigga, I think I'm better than him. And that's who you cheat with. It wasn't even about him. It was about her. It was like, oh, were you trying to humble me or some shit? Or are you trying to reveal to me that you want shit? Whatever the case may be. But that's what happens to a lot of these dudes. Y'all are mad at the Pookies and the Ray Rays when you need to be mad at yourself for chasing a woman who like the Pookie and the Ray Ray when you think you better than them. Because how you even in the atmosphere to even be fucking with that? You feel me? I said, that's when I really started to work on my mental health and shit. Because I said, how am I even in the atmosphere to be fucking with a woman who could cheat on me with a nigga like that? That's crazy. That's crazy. When you really think about it, when I really sat and I thought about it, I said, damn. But that's what happened. That's what these podcasters is doing, bro. Y'all niggas is hurt. Y'all niggas is mad. Y'all niggas is tight and upset because Pookies and the Ray Rays are taking the women that you smutting out. That you get for, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they, like, y'all treating these women like they're everything. And they not. And that's okay. You feel me? All of these women ain't the prize. I know women right now that are single and they're older, but all they're doing is showing these women how to stay single and older, don't even know it. And these women just following it. Oh, girl, you got to set this standard. You're like, she's not successfully doing what she's saying she's doing. She keeps telling y'all that she's been looking for, like, a lot of these women have been actively looking for relationships for like 5-6 years and ain't got them. But they keep saying that they know how to do it. Some ain't right. And y'all are listening to them? Nah, y'all gonna keep running into the shit. The problem is, it's like the episode I said. Women set expectations and they reward you. Men only meet the expectations so they can get a reward. Nobody really knows how to treat each other. You feel what I'm saying? And because of that, Pookies and the Ray Rays, they met the expectations a lot quicker. Doesn't matter if we lied. Doesn't matter if we coerced. Doesn't matter if we did none of that shit. We met the expectations and got some pussy. And y'all niggas are quote unquote doing everything right. I'm meeting the expectations. I'm showing up with flowers. I'm doing all of this other shit. All right. And what you want the reward for? You're mad that you didn't get the reward, but she gave the reward to somebody who you feel is nothing. The problem is you only know Pookies and Ray Rays as you know Pookie and Ray Rays. Niggas is different around women, bro. Niggas is different around women when niggas ain't around. Trust me. You got to get to a level of maturity when you are the man that you are around your homies that you are around women. But in the early preliminary stages, niggas is not the same niggas they are around women. So while you think Pookie and Ray Ray is bad or whatever the case may be, there's something about Pookie and Ray Ray that made her want to have his baby. Regardless of how the outcome happened, regardless of what it was, there's something about Pookie and Ray Ray that made her want to have his motherfucking baby. And that something is what you don't have. But you think you're supposed to have it because you're better than the Pookies and the Ray Rays. Sorry. Because if you had it, you would be just like the Pookies and the Ray Rays. You would have the baby. You would have that shit. You would have the women that be willing to give you a baby. Niggas be thinking that Pookies and the Ray Rays and the motherfuckers like, no, having a baby is mutual. It ain't always a condom pop. It ain't always an accident. Sometimes the shit was mutually consensual and inclusive. Like, nigga, she wanted that baby. Because again, niggas ain't the same niggas around women that they are around men. The moment y'all can understand that shit, y'all can get off your high horse and stop thinking, oh, she had to, like, nah. It takes work to be able to talk a woman out of draws. I've been doing it since I was 11. It takes work. Me being celibate for 8 years, I ain't skip a beat, nigga. I could still do the shit. Right motherfucking now. Right motherfucking now. I just choose not to. Because I've evolved into understanding, nah, this ain't right. This ain't what needs to be. And if I got to be true to myself 100% of the time, I shouldn't be different around women to get the side of, like, there should never be a side of me that women see. It's like, yo, you're going to get all of this. And then dudes, you got to get all of it too, but you're not going to see that. So like I said, the homeboy who, try to downplay, like, yo, you fucking somebody, you must be desperate, or the case may be. He showed her a different side that he wasn't showing me. Nigga, you knew what side I was showing her. That's why I was in her. That's why she wouldn't fuck you. You feel me? But that's what the problem is. It's the competition between men, and it's losers talking about the competition as losers. You don't hear the winners talking about niggas being corny. This nigga was corny. He was so corny back in the day. He was this, that, and the third. He ain't had no bitches. We don't care, nigga. Champions talk about champions, nigga. We don't give a fuck about the niggas that won in the game. Go watch some Kobe highlights and listen to him talk about the best defenders. He don't talk about the worst ones. Listen to him talk about the best scorers. He don't talk about the worst ones. So why would the winners? It's those motherfuckers that. But then you gotta look at the people who talked about Kobe being their greatest challenge. You feel me? That's what y'all niggas is doing. Y'all talking about y'all greatest challenges in the game, and then the greatest challenges don't even look at y'all as y'all ain't even specks on the blip. Y'all ain't even blips on the screen. Like, we don't care. We're not bitching about that shit. We're not looking at, you know what I'm saying? Imagine the Pookie and the Ray Ray pot. Wow. What if I did that in my alter ego? The Pookie and Ray Ray podcast. where it's just hood niggas talking about corny niggas all day long. It's hood niggas talking about the niggas that we used to, the chicks, it's hood niggas talking about the niggas who bitches we used to take, whose women we used to, the women we used to finesse and take their car. Wow, that is a hell of an idea. I might dabble in that shit. The Pookie and Ray Ray podcast. Since niggas wanted to, and tell the story from the perspective of Pookies and Ray Rays. We didn't give a fuck about you corny niggas. We overlooked y'all niggas. We didn't even know y'all, like, we knew that y'all was the type of niggas that we didn't speak to y'all in school, but when we was out of like Walmart or a store or something, then you want to speak as if you're cool because you're with your family. No, we're still gonna ignore you there too. We don't fuck with y'all. Y'all want to, that's how you know who was who. These niggas that's bitching and shit, they would be the niggas that wouldn't speak in school, would be so timid and scared, but then when they seen the cool niggas in school, they're like, yo, what's up, yo? I want to dap you up and shit. I experienced that, nigga. Like, I remember niggas that I'm like, nigga, you don't say shit to me while we in school. I don't say shit to you while we in school, so we not gonna say shit now. That's fucked up, bro. I know you don't know. You know who I am. I don't know shit about you. I don't even know your name, nigga. Yo, what's up, Ray? Man, he cool as fuck. You know how many people I know that be in public and shit with their friends and shit? And they be like, yo, man, that's my nigga, yo. He cool as fuck. I don't know this nigga. I would tell him straight up, I don't know who this is. Like, yeah, what's good, bro? Like, I don't know you. Because y'all niggas wasn't that. And that's where the problem is. You feel me? And it's okay to not be that. But you got to realize, ain't nobody calling y'all corny. Hey, yo, man, I got this. Like, imagine if the roles are switching as a Pookie Ray said, man, yo, I got this bitch pregnant because her nigga wasn't hitting it right. He think it's his. This nigga, I'll be fucking the shit. Like, imagine that. Imagine that. Now, that changes the narrative because now when we start blasting y'all niggas about how y'all girls is telling us what you can't do. Y'all girls telling us about how fucked up your communication is. Y'all girls are telling, like, what is that? How do you think the Pookies and the Ray Rays end up taking your bitches in the first place? I think that's dramatic enough to end on that note. Go kiss your babies. Make sure they eat their vegetables. And our sons, look, understand, Pookies and Ray Rays are inevitable. It's our culture. Until we learn how to break the cycles and remove ourselves from the enslavements and all of the other shit we got, you're going to keep running into Pookies and Ray Rays because it's part of the breeding farms and all of the other shit, right? You have an option. You feel me? Your son is either going to develop into the ladies' man, the cool, smooth motherfucker who could talk to women and shit like that, or he's going to be the corny nigga making podcasts about the niggas that took his bitch. Make sure your son is unbitch takeawayable. Respectfully. It's dramatic as shit. Make sure your son positions himself and he's developed himself into somebody who can't have his bitch taken from him. We all gonna get our bitches taken from us. Don't get me wrong. At some point in our lives, you're gonna get your bitch taken from you. And I'm using bitch because it is what it is. You feel me? This is so real conversations, and I like to be dramatic at the end, right? But make sure your son knows that, you feel me? When he got the je ne sais quoi, like, he know what to look out for, and he know not to, that everybody ain't got it. Know the difference between essence and status. That's what it is. I'll say it with that. Teach our sons the difference between essence and status so he ain't out here doing sucker shit. And then relying on his status and getting mad when somebody essence supersedes his status and he feels his status should be greater than that essence. Because then he's going to end up on podcasts talking about Pookies and Ray Rays. He's going to end up on social media talking about fucking Pookies and Ray Rays failing and doing all that shit. But again, make sure your son is not the victim of, if you are mad, if you are chasing a woman that's chasing a man that you're better than, you got bigger issues, homie. Make sure that's not your son. Please make sure that's not your son. If I done gave y'all all this game through all these motherfucking so frail conversations, through the so frail books, if y'all niggas raise a motherfucking son who develops and turns into a motherfucker who chases the woman, who chases the man that he feels he's better than, I have failed. I have fucking failed, bro. If y'all make me fail, I'm gonna hate y'all forever, bro. Please don't raise your babies like that, man. I'm gonna end it there. Go kiss your babies. Make sure they eat their vegetables, and I'm gonna see y'all all on the next one, yo. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out.